Awesome. Thank you. Hi, Jeff. Hi, Juliana. How are you?
I
Fine, thanks. How are you?
I'm well. Thank you. So, first off, to start, could you please introduce us to your characters in the new series, The Calling?
You first, Jeff.
Detective Avraham is an NYPD detective that everything in his life, everything he does is about his work. This is his calling. This is solving. He wants to solve cases, and he does it with deep empathy and such strong belief in humanity, and that is his biggest strength, and is what makes him also so unusual.
Great. Juliana?
Yeah, I play Janine Harris. She's a new detective on the squad, very bright, very ambitious. I think she has a lot to prove to herself and to her colleagues, but she also has a lot to learn.
Hmm.
And she's self-aware enough to see in Avi the perfect complement to her own strengths.
Hmm.
He's like exists in up above and around the literal rules that Janine learned in her textbook,
Hmm.
and has a empathetic, observational, almost meditative approach to detective work that she immediately sees as the key to making her a great detective.
Awesome. So, what have you been enjoying the most about playing these roles, and what attracted you to them?
For me, it was I never saw a Jewish religious detective whose calling is belief in humanity, and that was making him solve the most inhumane crimes. I mean, I and reading the pilot and reading the story and the writing beyond, the idea for the character was just I had to play this character. So I'm so lucky to get this character.
Good, good. Juliana?
Yeah, I mean, I I think the thing I love most about playing Janine is getting to be Avi's partner. I feel like life imitated art in this instance, quite luckily. And working with Jeff every day, I felt like I had a partner in crime. And as the season went on, as the series evolved, I think that Janine and Avi grow to depend on each other more
Hmm.
and see themselves as a duo. And yeah, it's a pleasure to work with Jeff. And I was excited to get to come to work every day and then go to work within the
Yeah.
series to see what happened next.
Yes, awesome. And there are tons and tons of detective shows out there. What makes The Calling different and unique?
The
Go ahead,
calling
Jeff.
the calling is an investigative drama that has I mean the plot is so captivating and unpredictable.
Hmm.
It's truly such a such a suspenseful story. You never know how it's going to end and why, and it's you're going to be hooked. But it's so important that the characters, it's the show presents its characters with so many layers. It's so rich emotionally. The relationships are, I mean, people who are fans of David E. Kelly's work know how he creates characters in relationship. This is not just a crime drama.
Hmm.
The characters are just so emotionally rich, and you get to know them and get close to them, and you are invested in their relationships.
Hmm. Great. Juliana, would you like to add to that?
Yeah, I think Avraham right off the jump is kind of a once in a lifetime character and detective. And the show can't help but mirror his approach to detective work. I think in the way that it unravels these mysteries. I think that there's a real attention to detail and human behavior and nuance that feels unusual. This isn't a world that's black and white. It's painted in like a billion shades of gray, and that's just so much fun to watch on top of or around the, I think, very compelling mysteries that they've created.
For sure. And ultimately, what do you hope audiences take away from The Calling?
I think the message of the show, that everybody deserves respect and concern. Everybody deserves infinite respect and concern.
Yeah, and I love crime dramas and mysteries, and I hope that the audience gets deeply embroiled in theorizing, and that they feel both satisfied and surprised by the revelations of the show.
Awesome. Perfect. May I take a screenshot for social media purposes?
Sure.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. Awesome. Jeff, Juliana, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much,
Thank you, Denny.
Take
Enjoy
care.
the rest of your day.
You too. Thank you.